So I'm about to go live. It's 8:58. Got off of work. Got something to eat right quick. Straight to the studio to go live on my other YouTube channel. I just watched the Kendrick Lamar and They Not Like Us. Crazy. When I'm working, these vlogs are going to be extra short, or just because I'm literally working for 12 hours in a day. So when do I have time to film? Except for when I get off of work. Oh, but it's 8:59. So I'm about to go to my other channel now and go live. Trust. Because I've built a community on that channel and they expect boy to be on time. I need a hat. Somebody was making fun of me yesterday because of my head. Who cares, right? Nah, I'm gonna put the beanie on. I wish I had the other. Hey Google, turn off studio lights. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. For kids? No, it's not for kids. Ironically, a bunch of kids be in there. I'm 31, so everybody's a kid to me. If you're under the age of, because if you're 18, you're not considered a kid. I wasn't considered a kid when I was 18. But if you're like 15, 16, 17, yeah, you a kid, definitely, for sure. Take a thumbnail. He a fan. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, Kendrick keeps putting so much. Every time They Not Like Us dies down, Kendrick bounces it back up. Like, he does something to reignite the fire, the passion, the excitement for that song. Because, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hyped again. And I just saw the music video, and it was insane. Come on, YouTube, what you doing, bro? They about to think I'm doing this, and I'm not. 0 people waiting. The world I'm rushing for. Nah, because you said you was going to be there at a certain time. You got to be there at a certain time. So, let's see who pops up. Most of the people that watch my stream are from a different side of the world, so I really appreciate them. Because, like, one of the dudes that hit me up in Instagram today on my DMs was like, bro, what time are you going live today? What time? I was like, well, I'm going live at 9 p.m. my time, American time. I don't know what time that is for you, though. He was like, well, it's 11 p.m. right here, right now, but that's probably 4 o'clock my time, 4 a.m. I was like, damn. He was like, don't worry about it, though. I'll wake up. I said, what? Appreciate you. Hey, I'm currently vlogging the process of me being live. Just need some kind of content for my vlog, because your boy I don't got no content for my vlog, for my next vlog coming up. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show people. Today was a busy day. It was busy as in I had to go to work, which I'm glad I had to go to work, because on holidays, which today's the 4th of July, happy 4th of July, y'all are probably gonna watch this on the 6th though. On holidays, they knock us off of work. They don't let us work the whole day because they don't want to pay us that overtime. Y'all know what y'all know. They don't, but today they needed us, so we got paid that little money, so I'm happy. I'm content. Even if work would have been hard, I'm content with that double the time. But what they're gonna do is to make up for the loss of these overtime bonuses they about to give us, is cut our hours for the rest of the week, which is cool, because if they cut my hours for the rest of the week, I mean, it's not cool. I want the money, but if they do, that gives me time to go outside and create. Man, I got a funny story about my drone, bro. I flew that drone, but I think it was because I flew. So y'all know my Snapstain drone that I got, and I went outside. The sky was looking beautiful. Everything inside of me was telling me, film that moment. So I tried to film the moment. Mosquitoes biting me and everything. But what happened? So I go outside and I fly the drone as high as I possibly could fly it. It hits a certain limit. Then I'm like, okay, let me take off all of the restrictions as far as like how high it could go, because it was maxing out like at 98 feet. But I was like, I'm taking that restriction off, and because I want to fly it as far as it can possibly go. I flew it as far as I could possibly go. As soon as I got so far, I lost signal. And I lost signal from my phone, and I couldn't see the camera no more, so I didn't know how to bring it back to me, because I didn't know where it was at. Luckily, on the actual remote, they got a button that says go home, and I think it remembers where it left from. Well, not remembers, but like it notes where it left from, and it returns to that same location. So, and I pressed it, and I couldn't tell if it was coming back because it's so small, and I didn't know. But eventually, I heard the propellers, and yeah, there ain't nobody's in here. Where y'all at, man? I probably should have went live at 10 o'clock, like I usually do. I was trying to give everybody extra time, because yesterday I went live at 10. but I had to go to sleep to go to work in the morning, which I also got to do in the morning. So I was like, let me go on live a little earlier. But it doesn't seem nobody's in here right now. Everybody, well, then again, it is 4th of July. People outside with their family, which is what made me question, should I do it today? Should I go live today? But, hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. If they come in, they do or they don't, I'm going to holler at them tomorrow if that's the case. All right, Joe. So right now, the live didn't do nothing. No one came on. I think everybody's out celebrating 4th of July. I'm going to go on live a little bit later. Right now, I'm editing the vlog for tomorrow. And then I'm watching and listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. He has... Terrence Howard is on. He's on with another guy. I think his name is Eric Weinstein. And Eric Weinstein is an actual scientist. And they're on here discussing Terrence Howard's, like, theories, right? And what I appreciate about Eric Weinstein is he's coming from a perspective of, like, try to educate me, but on stuff that you're 100% wrong on, I will call you out on it. So it's kind of like he's coming with an open mind, but he also has to call BS whenever BS is being presented. Now Howard is standing on business, you know, because he believes he created and invented and is the first person that, you know, he believes what he believes. So it's almost like you're trying to convince someone that believes in what they believe to not believe it anymore, and that's not gonna happen. So I'm editing my vlog, watching that, waiting for 10 o'clock to go on live. But you know what? It's interesting with the Terrence Howard interview on the Joe Rogan podcast with Eric Weinstein is belief. Like, self-belief is something that's truly important in order for you to not only succeed, but not be able to be broken. Kanye, perfect example. Like, his mom instilled in him such a confidence that sometimes it comes off, well, as arrogance. Well, I feel like now he's at the level where he's just he's very arrogant because of his success. But on that same note, like, before he got to this point, he was a confident guy, which led him to become what he became. Howard, belief in self is amazing, which is why he's standing his ground against this scientist. In order for us to accomplish big things, not even just big things, just to accomplish stuff in life that we want to accomplish, a certain amount of self-belief is required. Simply because in life, times get hard. You feel like you want to quit. You feel like you want to give up. You feel like you want to just tap out. And you kind of have to force yourself to continue pushing even when all of the odds, going back to a few vlogs ago, are against you with the optimism, having the faith, the belief in, you know what I'm saying, having belief. But today is like self-belief, because it's like, I feel like whenever you have optimism, it's believing in something in the bright side, right? Believing that something better can happen, and just believing that things can get better, which is good. But self-belief is something more, is as important or maybe more important, because that's like belief in self. Like, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't have faith in yourself, God first, if you don't have faith in yourself that you can do the stuff that you think in your mind that you want to do, doesn't matter how optimistic you are or how much you believe in things, good things, because you at the end of the day have to do the things. And if you just mope around and just not confident in self, it's tough for things to get done. You spend more time with you and will forever spend more time with you than anybody else in the world. Anybody else. So the voices in your head that you have, that you control, if they're constantly spitting negative thoughts or negative condemnations or negative, I don't know, like beating you down, you eventually believe. So that's why it's important to like speak nicely to yourself, which is something that I'm practicing and learning and working on. Oftentimes, that's why I prefer to just have always something playing in the background, because whenever I sit alone with my thoughts, it gets spooky. Not spooky like scary, but spooky as in all of the negative thoughts about, oh, you haven't done this, you're not this. All of those thoughts pop into my head. So I don't like sitting in silence. I don't like sitting in silence too much. I know it's something I got to work on, but like, you can take my word that I'm speaking from experience when I say with the self-belief, because I experience any creative experiences them thoughts, them voices, them attacks. Any creator or anybody doing something for self, not for self, but like trying to create something out of nothing, out of thin air, deals with that. We all deal with it differently. Some people are super confident enough to where it's like, as soon as them thoughts pop in, it's like, nah, stop. Like right then, some of us thoughts might linger a little longer, and then eventually it's like, all right, bro, enough of that. But I say that to say self-belief is extremely important, and you just need to do everything in your power to build that faith in yourself daily. Because it's a daily effort. It's not a one-time thing. It's not a 2-day thing. It's a daily effort that you have to work at. Because if you just do it 1 day or 2 days, only when you're feeling good, like whenever times get hard, you might forget. It's with everything is practice, man. With everything is consistency, because consistency builds habits, and habits establish a strong foundation. Because that's where also where your self-belief and your confidence comes in, right? The more you do something, the more confident you are that you can do said thing. Like whenever people ask me to play piano for them or sing for them, I'm not confident in it because I don't practice it enough. So whenever they ask me out, I always just play it off like, nah, man, nah. Or I always like, I'm not that good. I'm not, because I don't practice enough, so I'm not confident enough to be like, yeah, let me pick it up and do it. But if I was practiced, that would build my confidence, which in turn, whenever anybody asked me to do this or whatever, I practice often, I'd be like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Because that confidence gives you that practice, gives you that confidence, which helps with your self-belief. Like it all connects, it all helps each other, but self-belief is important. Side note, you also have to realize whenever you should take constructive criticism. Always be open to criticism in a positive way. We're not talking about haters and people just saying stuff just to say stuff. We're talking about people that care about you and want the best for you. And or if somebody just really smarter than you, like you just, be open to it, man. Be open to it. I'm about to go live again. If they don't come on, I'm going to give them 10 minutes. If no one comes on, oh, I got one thumbs up. All right. Hey, Josue. What's up, Mackie? So that at the end of the day, man, self-belief is extremely important. Make sure you have it, but more importantly, make sure you work on it every day, because it takes daily effort. It takes consistency to build it up. For whenever that storm come a knocking, your house, your roof ain't gonna get blown down. You feel me? Because you've worked, you've built up the confidence through practice and repetition. Be nice to yourself, man. Love.